Hello there, welcome to BoxPred. This is my prediction video for the big fight this weekend on July the 16th between Ricky Burns and Nicky Cook. This fight is for the WBO Super Featherweight title, so it's a world title fight between two guys from the UK. Ricky Burns is from Scotland, Nicky Cook is from England. So this is a big fight, and we could have a bit of rivalry thrown in there as well. Not only do I think it's a big fight, but I think it's a competitive fight. My prediction for this fight is a victory for Ricky Burns by decision. Let's take a look at his challenger, Nicky Cook. He had a break from boxing between 2009 and 2011. He's just fought one fight, a 6-round fight against Yusuf El Hamadi, recently now in 2011, which he won. So from that I deduce that he has not been as active as one would like going into a world title fight. Nicky Cook likes to come forward, in my opinion. I feel he's comfortable when he's on the front foot, moving forward, pushing his opponent back. Not necessarily a pressure fighter, but he likes to be the one moving forward, the one advancing, the more aggressive fighter. He likes to be able to dictate from and control things from that angle rather than moving backwards. And I think that is one of the factors that makes this a competitive fight. One thing I would like Nicky Cook to do more of is to use his jab more often and to use it to better effect. It would be nice to have seen in this fight that he's been working on the jab, because I feel that he shows subtle signs that he has a good jab, but unfortunately doesn't really use it to full effect and to his advantage. And I feel when properly used, it sets up nicely for him to come follow through with the power shots, and it can also, in this fight in particular, give him some more control over the fight and the pace of the fight. And I'm going to explain why now as I move on to Ricky Burns, the champion. Ricky Burns has been more active and he's had some good opponents as of late. Not only has he fought good opponents, but he has been improving seemingly with every fight. Now, one thing I've noticed, if you look at his last fight against Joseph Larriere, he showed that he can be pushed back. Larriere took, he moved forward in the same way I feel Nicky Cook may do in this fight. He moved forward and was getting some success and was keeping it very competitive. Now, Ricky Burns won this fight because Larriere got injured, supposedly broke his hand, I think it was, and in the 7th, before he came out, he basically decided to quit and stop partaking in that fight. I thought it was quite competitive. However, for the last couple of rounds leading up to that, when Larriere pulled out, Ricky Burns was starting to find his rhythm. And if it gone on, I do feel Ricky Burns would have got the decision, because even though Larriere was quite durable, Ricky Burns was getting through his shots and starting to find his rhythm. That's what. So why it is competitive, I feel, is because Ricky Burns sometimes for me starts a little bit slow, and Nicky Cook can start quick on the front foot and start and put a little bit of pressure on Ricky Burns. Try to control the fight, like I said, coming forward, and I feel that he could make this fight competitive for the first half of this fight. And then it's up to him to keep that going throughout the fight. One thing he needs to do is try to force the pace in. What I mean by that, he needs to control at his pace. He needs to push up the pace and reduce the pace at his will. Try to control the speed of the fight. Try and make things a little bit difficult for Burns in terms of finding his rhythm. He wants to sort of try and switch things up as often as he can to stop Ricky Burns finding his rhythm and working out what's happening. Because that's where things go wrong when Ricky Burns, now with his experience, finds that rhythm and brings himself back into that fight. And that's what I think is going to happen in this one. I think it's going to be competitive. I think that it may be a close decision, but I feel that Nicky Cook will do his best work early on. But as the fight goes on, I have a feeling I can see Ricky Burns finding that rhythm, like he did against Larrier, start to get shots off, start to maybe move forward himself, start to find, like I say, find the rhythm and knock Nicky Cook out of his rhythm. And I feel that Ricky Burns is going to take this fight with a points decision. I think also the fact that although fighters have been fighting 12 rounders for a while and they have their fair share of 12 round fights, I think Ricky Burns' more recent experience of going 12 rounds, he has had a few unanimous decisions. I feel the stamina wise, it's not just stamina, but the mental aspects of going 12 rounds will be on Ricky Burns' side. So I'm going for Ricky Burns by decision in this one. I'm looking forward to it. In my opinion, it's a big fight. We've got a world title fight here in the UK. Let's make the most of it. Let's support this fight and get on it. So Ricky Burns by decision. Please let me know what you guys think. I'm interested to hear your views. Please subscribe if you do like my channel. Thanks for watching as always. This is BoxPred and I'm out.